All right. Okay. So guys, welcome to round 3. I can't believe it. Like, I think back just 2 months ago, and I was like so excited to start this process and, you know, to make some changes. I needed it. I needed it for my mental health. I needed it because I was, and I'm honest, I talk about it on social media. I was drinking way too much. Hi, Patty. Too much on the weekends, and it was becoming something that was slowing me down, and I just wasn't feeling good. I was dragging all week long, and I knew I needed something to put a hard stop. We all come to this journey for different reasons. We have different things that we need to resolve, and I'm gonna kill my dog. Hold on. Roscoe, get outside. He's been driving me nuts all day today. It's in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Oh my God, make a decision. Sorry. Oh my gosh, I was on a roll too. We all came to this process for different reasons. We have different issues. Some people have digestive issues, sleeping, the energy, which is a big thing. It could even be for us that are like over 40. Hold on, let me close Facebook. It could be even like menopause stuff. Because let me tell you, my night sweats have gone away since I started this. So menopause is affected by all of this. Your gut is your second brain, and what we're eating is affecting us. And if we're not feeling our best all the time, and we're quote unquote eating healthy, like I've been pretty consistent with the containers for many years, but I knew that there was tweaks, and I definitely didn't read labels before. I don't like grocery shopping. My husband does it. So I was eating whatever he bought, and I was eating a lot of vegetables, but I know now that a lot of the stuff we were eating was loaded with hidden sugars. And that is something that we need to be aware of. And this process brings all of that to light. So welcome to round 3. I'm really excited, and I hope that you guys get everything that you came for. My goal is to over deliver. I've learned from the first 2 rounds, and I just want to be better and serve you guys more and give you all the content and the mindset stuff, which I think is the most important aspect of in here, to make you aware that you're more powerful than you really think. So what to expect from this group? I'm gonna be posting my food. I post it every day. I post this on social media publicly. I didn't do that before, but I think it gives people ideas of how pretty good food can be. The mindset, tough love. I tell it like it is. I will always say, I don't want this to come off wrong, but I'm gonna tell you exactly what I'm thinking. So, because I'm not doing anybody any favors by sugarcoating this. If you want it bad enough, you're gonna make it happen. And when it's your health that's on the line, you're gonna do whatever it takes. So this is a learning process. You're gonna get support from me, from Patty, from Tiffany, the veterans. We're there to help you figure this out. But we also, on the flip side, you need to accept responsibility for your journey. I can't feed you the food. I can't cook the food. I can't plan the food because I don't know what you like, right? I know what I like. Patty eats differently. Tiffany eats differently than I do. We all like different things. So this is something that you have to commit to figuring out on your own. Everything is figure outable. Everything. It takes time. So you have to just put your big girl panties on and realize that every single day you're gonna have to do the work. This is like in everything, in faith and fitness, in relationships and business. You got to do the work if you're gonna succeed. Okay, so what do we do to get started? So the first thing, for those of you who ordered challenge packs or made the investment, I sent you a booklet with basically it gives you a step-by-step guide of what you should be doing right now. You need to watch Autumn's videos. Go into Beachbody On Demand, 4-week gut protocol. Everything is in there, just step by step. Just keep watching the videos. They're really short, 5 minutes, but she's giving you the gist of this program, the deep dive. What is it about? What are we trying to accomplish? What you should expect. It's really important that you do that. There's videos there also on they cover your calorie zone. So you need to calculate your calorie zone. That is like step number one. You can't plan your food if you don't know what zone, what calorie bracket you fall into. Right now, I'm in plan C. When I started gut protocol, I did plan B and it worked awesome, but I'm doing lift more now and I need more food. And I haven't gained any weight. I'm not weighing myself, and I'm going to talk about the scale a little bit further down, but I haven't gained, and I am strong as hell right now, and I feel like I'm getting more shredded. So you got to pay attention to your body, but start with that calculation. From that calculation is what you're going to print the actual chart that has the calorie brackets, which is going to tell you what containers you need to eat, how many per day. Okay. That is super important. Those two first steps. Then print your food list. If you've done portion fix in the past, the lists are not the same. So don't just say, oh, I know them because I've done portion fix. I had to print the list. And I'm sure the veterans will say, I had them with me 24/7, walking around the kitchen with my list, like, oh my God, which one? What's a red A again? What's a red B? What's a yellow A? What's a yellow B? I can't remember. What is it? You're gonna have to fight through that for this first week. It becomes second nature, or towards the end of the first week. But you need to have those lists. And I'm gonna say this here as the accept responsibility piece. Please go find the information before you have us go looking for the information. There's nothing more annoying to me than when you can find the information because you have the damn list. Take pictures of them on your phone so that, or you can download them to your phone through the Beachbody On Demand app, and you have them in a folder, and then you could just pull them up and verify. If there's something that you just cannot figure out, you can't find it, ask the group. Please ask in the group, because the benefit is for everyone. One ingredient that I know for sure is missing from the green list is zucchini, believe it or not. Zucchini, it's approved. It's just they missed it. It's an omission. So because I have gotten that question before. So be proactive, print your list, download them on your phone or take pictures and have them handy. I would definitely download the app on your phone. I probably should have said that first, but having the app on your phone gives you many functionalities that you're going to need. Number one, the tracker, it's not perfect. It's not a 4-week gut protocol tracker, but I use it. I use it every single day. And it's not by chance that my body looks the way it does. It's because I track my freaking containers for the last 5 years. I track my containers. Like my friend Anna, who's in the second group, will tell you, I have my containers laying around all over the place because I have like 100 sets of them. I'm always looking for them, like, oh my God, where's the yellow? Where's the red? I use them to measure even now. I like precision. I track my meals right after I eat to make sure that I know by the end of the day that I've gotten all my food in. Okay, so it's really important that you track. I think one of the things this is going to make you aware of are the bad habits that you've created before you start this program. I've heard people say, well, I didn't even realize that I was drinking a bottle of wine every single night just because, because they were cooking and it's not us because we don't drink during the week here, but I'm just winding down. I'm going to have a glass of wine. That adds up over time. Mindlessly eating. Your kids are giving you treats here and there, or you're eating the leftovers that your kids aren't consuming, and you're eating that too. This program is going to give you that awareness. It's going to show you the things that you've been doing that maybe is what's causing the weight gain and you're not even aware of it. Okay, so it's going to provide a lot of awareness and structure. I think I don't know who I said this to this week, but I think maybe it was Carmen. I don't remember. I think I was failing as a coach before this program because I don't think Portion Fix has enough structure. It's structured, but it's not structured enough that gives people like a timeline. Like, you're going to be solid. You're going to follow this program for 30 days, solid. And here are your parameters. Here's the structure. And people, what I've seen in the past is they're good for Monday through Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they throw caution to the wind, and then they destroy it on the weekends. So they never get results. And so I was failing as a coach in holding them accountable to that. This process is going to give you that. It's going to give you the tools, the structure, the guidelines that you need. You know, it's 30 days. You know, you're going to get through it no matter what. Just do it. And it's obviously working, because here you have 3 people who are on 60 days plus, and we're still making progress with it. And we feel amazing. I still feel amazing. Okay. Pictures is the next thing that we need to discuss in getting ready. I know it's uncomfortable for some people, and women especially. I noticed it, especially on social media. I get women who message me and stuff like that, and when I look at their accounts, there's like no pictures of themselves, like none. It's only their kids, because they don't want any pictures. They don't want to be in pictures. If they are in a picture, their kid is strategically placed right in front of them, so that nobody can see them. We need to avoid that here. Even if you're ashamed, even if you're embarrassed, you have to realize that this is your day one, okay? Progress is going to be made. You are no longer going to stay at that point. We are here in pursuit of change. I need you to take the damn pictures, okay? If it's uncomfortable, sorry, we grow through doing uncomfortable things. I need it. I need it for my business. Who knows? You may need it for your business. If you decide to join as a coach later down the road, you're going to kick yourself if you don't have proof of where you were on day one. You need to take those pictures. I'm going to try to find some documents that show how to take proper pictures. Lighting is so important. Like, being in a room that's well lit, or in front of a window that has good lighting. Have someone take the pictures for you. If you have a tripod and a clicker, it helps, but that's mainly coaches that have that. Take all angles, wear tight fitting clothes. You don't have to be in a bikini, but something that's tight where you can see what your body looks like, so that once we do the side-by-sides, you can visibly see that you're shrinking. Another thing that's good to do is videos. So you could do the same. You pose facing forward, side, back, other profile, and forward again. Like, you hold for 3 to 5 seconds and you keep rotating. And that's a great marketing tool as well. But the best one is to put on some jeans or a pair of shorts that don't fit. So go through your closet and find something that's really, really tight on you and take pictures in it. Because the most impactful transformations I've seen are like in the jeans, especially when you're like busting out of it and then all of a sudden they fit. That shows you, that is proof right there that this process works. So another thing you're gonna expect from me, and these girls will tell you, that I am gonna hound you for pictures. I'm gonna hound you. I'm gonna hound you. I'm gonna hound you for pictures. I'm gonna hound you for measurements, and more importantly, I want to know how you feel. Okay. Not only because since this process is so emotional and it's driven by mindset and how you're feeling and digestion and all these things, I need to know how you're feeling. So when I ask you for your progress information, I need to know specifically like what's changed. Are you going to the bathroom more regularly? Which, by the way, there's a poop chart in the whole thing. You'll see it in the documents. I know it's weird, but obviously when you're pooping like a weird color, there's obviously something wrong. So take a look at that. But like regularity, bowel movements, gassiness, is constipation. Women are usually really constipated, so this should help with that. Documentation is super important. Are you sleeping better? That's a big one. A lot of us have been sleeping really, really well. Like I used to take like sleeping aids to go to sleep, and now I lay down in 5 minutes. I can't even get through a show ever. It takes me like a week to get through one show because I keep falling asleep. So that's a great sign, and I wake up refreshed. So that's something to look forward to. Okay, let's talk about the first week. The first week is going to be overwhelming. I'm just going to put it out there. It's going to be stressful. You're going to feel like, oh my God, what I don't know what I'm doing. When do I eat this? When do I eat the rice? I eat a lot of rice, like all the time. So just know that you're gonna be eating a lot of brown rice. You got to keep your menu simple the first week, but you're gonna have to, right now, tell yourself, I'm gonna figure it out no matter what. I'm gonna fight through this. I'm just gonna throw stuff in a bowl if I have to. I love you. If you guys look at my Instagram, I eat almost everything in a bowl now. I think it works better. You just throw everything in there, you mix it up, and it tastes amazing. It doesn't have to be a gourmet dinner. This is not what this process is. Not, it's not about that. It's about getting the right nutrients in your body, eliminating the toxins, and just eating what you should be eating so that your body works in the right way. So just figure it out. And I promise you that by the tail end of week 1, you're gonna be like, oh, I got this. Right, guys? Tiffany?
Yep.
You just figure it out. It, believe me, even I was like, oh yeah, I don't even need to think anymore. I'm like, this is my lunch. I read A over here, I read B over there. I do it the same every day to keep it simple. That's one of my strategies. You don't have to do that, but I align my containers the same exact way every single day on purpose, because it's consistency. It works for me. I like vegan lunches. That's just the way I do it. But I figured that out through this process. I didn't know that on day 1. I figured that out as the days went on. Okay, planning is key. There's different ways to do this. Some people can sit there and write out their whole week and be like, I'm gonna eat the same thing on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. And then Thursday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, I'm gonna eat the same set of things to keep it easy. You can do that. And you just write out your stuff and plan your food. You can cook in advance if you want. I personally don't operate like that. So this is why I can't tell you how to do this process, because the way I operate is different than you. I've trained myself to cook on the fly. I like to look in the refrigerator and be like, okay, what can I put together? I like doing that, but I work from home, so I have the liberty of doing that. If you can't do that, and you don't like on the fly, and you're working from your car or you're traveling a lot, you're gonna have to prep your food and take it with you. If you leave it to chance, you will fail. Autumn says it all the time. Autumn says it all the time. If you don't plan, you're planning to fail. If you look on my Instagram, I have this, my second meal. I posted it Friday. It's a Mediterranean salad that Autumn actually shared on her Instagram. And that's something that's transportable. Shakeology, transportable. Put it in a Yeti, put a lot of ice in it, put it in a Yeti, and take it with you. You have to have what you need with you at all times, so that you don't go to like McDonald's and be like, oh, I'll just eat a salad from McDonald's. No, we're not doing that here. We are not doing that. I don't care if it's a salad. We're not eating McDonald's. So please have a plan of attack. Weekends and every Friday, you guys can attest to this. I pop in and I say, guys, I know the weekend's coming. The first weekend is the hardest. If you have events, make sure that you plan ahead. If you're going out to eat, check the restaurant menus, decide what you want to eat beforehand. Don't even get the menu. Just know, I'm gonna eat this. Tell the people you're gluten-free, you're dairy-free, you have allergies. They will maneuver the menu to suit your needs. People do that now, believe it or not, at restaurants. They do that. So don't be scared to say that you have dietary restrictions, and then just stick to your plan. Always have a plan. All right, for shopping, I would say go through your list, print your list, and then out of every food color, the color containers, pick 3 to 4 different things. Like in the carbs, I mean, in the yellow A, which is the fibrous carbs, there's only 2 really that I've eaten, oatmeal and rice, because the other ones I can't even find. I did buy millet, I think. I don't know how to cook it, so I'll have to Google that. But I did find it in a farmer's market store. But honestly, just buy brown rice and eat oatmeal. I used to hate oatmeal, now I like it. So like, things change. And then from the other yellow containers, just buy a couple. The pastas, if you go to Trader Joe's, I shared my favorites the other day on my reels. Just make sure it's gluten-free and that it's like chickpea or like brown rice or lentil pasta. There's a lot of good stuff out there, guys, that is good for you. And then don't go crazy. My first shopping trip, I overbought, and then I was like a mad person at the end of the week trying to eat everything before it went bad. Don't do that. You can always do another trip towards the end of the week if you're running low on stuff, but pick your favorites, design your meals around that, and then just simplicity will help you win that first week, and then you can get creative the second week. On the first week, you can't eat raw vegetables if you're not like actively eating a lot of vegetables. Apparently it will make you extra gassy. Your body could like freak out because it's not used to it. So if you're not someone who eats a lot of vegetables now, stay away from like salads on the first week. Save that for the second week. Okay. Let's see. Oh, and the shopping, let me stick to the shopping. Autumn has great meal ideas on BOD. She also shares a lot of recipes on her Instagram, so follow her. I have also recipes on my Instagram and shopping tips there too. Make sure you're reading labels, okay, like in detail, and Autumn goes through that in her videos, but the sugars is the main culprit, so make sure you're looking for added sugars. Pasta sauce, for instance, is a culprit for having a lot of sugar. Like Rao is a brand, RAO. That one is a great one. It's low in sugar. It has like 4 grams. If it's got added, that's no, because you have isn't it 10? Is it 10 grams of sugar per day?
Yeah.
You have a limit of 10 grams of sugar per day. So you have to be very aware of what you are of what you're eating, especially with the, like when you're putting syrup on your oatmeal and stuff like that. There's limitations to that, so you got to read the food list. It's all in there. The coffee is the same thing. There tells you exactly what kind of sweeteners to stay away from. So make sure that you're reading your list. And if any product that you're gonna buy has a bunch of words that you can't pronounce and it has like 27 letters, you should probably not buy that. It's probably not good for you. It has chemicals. Okay, we're staying away from that stuff. Shakeology, I posted today my recipe for my Frosty. I drink only cookies and creamy. I'm obsessed with it, and I shared that. But what I tell my customers and clients is Shakeology is an amazing tool if you're a busy person, but replace whatever meal you have the most issue with. That's the one that you should replace Shakeology with. There is no guideline that says you have to have it in your second meal like I do. I have it my mid-morning meal. You don't have to have it then. You can have it for breakfast if you want. It's up to you. It's your lifestyle. You have to make that decision, but it is recommended. I highly recommend that you drink it every single day. There's no reason not to drink it every single day. Okay, workouts. So the workouts for 4 weeks for everybody, you're gonna need dumbbells, the ball, which comes with the challenge pack, and then please print the tracker sheets. I'm very much, again, about precision, right? We're trying to get results here. So knowing how much weight you're lifting so that you can, when you go back into the program, you can compare is, to me, it's a big deal, right? Like, I wanna know that I'm pushing myself. Like with Lift 4, I have my tracker sheet. I write down all my weights. Before I start a set, before we move on, I look at the sheet. What did I do last time? Okay, make a decision. Am I going up? That's the way I work out. Again, that's why I get results, because I don't leave it to chance. And I've been doing this, tracking my weights, since I used to work out at the gym. I used to have little notebooks, like tons of them, where I would write everything down and I would walk around with my notebook. It's about accuracy to me. And it's also about looking back and seeing how much progress you've made. So make sure you have a variety of weights for 4 weeks for everybody. Okay, I already talked about the no veggies. The bowls, that is something that I prefer. So you don't have to do that, but this process will show you what you like and how you like to eat. Just go with the flow, accept it, have fun with it. Let me see, I already said track your food. check my Instagram. Okay, the scale. Okay, everyone has a different relationship with the scale. Personally, for me, it's not such a good one. That's why I use it as a weapon against myself. That's why I choose not to weigh myself too often. I'll do it here and there just to monitor to see where I'm at, but I don't, it's not good for my mental state to be weighing myself all the time. Now, if you're the type of person that uses it as a tool to evaluate, well, you know, I ate X, Y, and Z today, and then tomorrow you weigh yourself and you're 2 pounds up, you can actually like analytically say, okay, maybe what I did yesterday didn't work. I'm not going to do that again. Then go for it. I just don't want the obsession with the scale. We're trying to create a lifestyle where you feel good and you're eating good because you want to feel good, because you want energy and you want to feel alive. Just that obsession with this inanimate object, to me, it just goes against what we're trying to create here. I understand if you have a lot of weight to lose, you want to know. Just don't get obsessed with it, and then don't use it to beat yourself up, is what I want to say. What I did, and maybe you want to do this too, I didn't weigh myself the entire first round. I weighed myself day one because it was Lent and I had given that up for Lent. So I weighed myself just to know where I started, and I asked God for forgiveness on that one. I was like, sorry, but I just need to know. And then I weighed myself on the very last day, and I couldn't believe it. I lost 7 pounds. I was floored. I thought maybe 2 or 3, but 7. And it was just this, you know, I felt amazing, but I realized the power of food, and the not drinking is a huge factor. Okay, so that's that. And then enjoy the journey. I just say you have to enjoy the journey. It is going to be a beautiful process if you look at it as such. I have been learning a lot about mindset in the last couple of weeks. Well, in the last few years, but I just hired a business coach. We talk a lot about thoughts and how our thoughts drive our feelings, and then our feelings drive our actions or inactions, and then we're creating negative or positive results. So our thoughts have way too much power over us, and we need to become aware of what we're telling ourselves over and over again and why we're not succeeding. So for instance, you have a bad day or you ate something bad, and then all of a sudden the thoughts, the gremlins come out to play. That's what I call them. And they start telling you, you're just not going to succeed at this. You can't do this. This is too hard for you. You know, everyone else is succeeding and you're not. That girl lost 5 pounds and you haven't. And it's this constant like, and it's just driving you crazy. I'm learning now how to become aware. I actually did it today. I created this thought model, and maybe I'll teach it to you guys once I'm better at it. But I was spinning a little out of control today with something that I purchased, and I had to sit down and I said, you know what? I need to write this out, my thoughts, and I need to find intentional, more productive thoughts, because I'm never going to get anything done if I continue to spin in this terrible mindset. And I was able to shift it. So it takes practice, but our thoughts are creating our reality and it's keeping us stuck. But imagine if we could learn how to flip it and create different thoughts, empowering thoughts that help us succeed and keep us moving forward each and every day. I mean, it's pretty powerful what I'm learning right now with this business coach. And, you know, you feel like a weight is lifted once you're like, wait a second, I can figure this out. It's not that big of a deal. Like, I can figure this out. Let me just sit down and think for a second. So I'm gonna mute you. Hold on. Okay, so yeah. So I want you to enjoy the journey. I want you to lean into the group, share your pictures, share your workout pictures. We haven't been doing a lot of that because we're like heavily focused on the nutrition side. I know everyone's working out, but I want you to be like part of the group. Actually, I expect it. That's what this is about. It's about community. It's about leaning in, creating new friendships. Maybe you meet an accountability partner. You guys hold each other accountable. If you have any friends and family that you can bring in to hold you accountable, Patty has brought in 2 of her friends. You know, let's do that. because when you have people in your life, your intimate life, that are like doing this with you, it's a lot more fun. My husband did it with me the first round. We didn't kill each other, a couple times. Couple times. But it was fun. It was fun to see, you know, how we still do it. What are we gonna eat for dinner? Oh, that's a good example for me to throw out for how I think about the food. I think I'm gonna do a live video about this. So this is just some inside my brain tips. In the morning, okay, so I said you have yellow A, yellow B. That's always the hard one for me, right? When am I gonna have a yellow B, which is like the starchy carb? So I'll sit down in the morning and I'm always asking Larry, what are we gonna eat? What are we gonna eat? He's like, oh my God, you wake up in the morning asking what we're gonna eat for dinner. So if I know for a fact that let's say we're eating Italian for dinner and we're gonna make some brown rice pasta or something, then I know it's a no-brainer. I'm gonna eat oatmeal for breakfast and I'm gonna eat rice for lunch. Right? Now, if I feel like eating sweet potatoes for breakfast, that means I'm eating rice for lunch and rice for dinner. So the wild card is the yellow B. Where is the yellow B gonna go? And then the other two is pretty much a no-brainer. And I have had rice for breakfast. I love rice, so it's not a big deal. I'm Cuban, we eat rice all the time. All the time. And I think that's it. I think all Hispanics eat rice. I think that's it. Ladies, did I miss anything?
Probably just the coffee, only 3 times a week, 8 ounces.
That's right. The coffee is also, it's 100 milligrams a day, right? So yeah. If you are an energized drinker, you're gonna have to be very aware of what you're drinking and the coffee, because if you look at the labels, I messed up one time and I had 2 scoops of Energized and I went way above sugar and caffeine for that day. So Energized has caffeine in it and it's pretty high numbers. So the caffeine, I mean, if you could do without it, I don't know if I like the 3 days a week, honestly. I'm a pretty black and white person. I prefer you tell me I can't have it. You know, it's like, yeah, that's just me. You can have the matcha, which Autumn has her recipe in the recipe section of Gut Protocol. I'm currently drinking mushroom coffee. I actually like it. I'm not lying when I say that. And I do have a link, an affiliate link. It's good. It's good. And it doesn't give you that, like, sometimes coffee makes you like jittery. It doesn't do that. I like the flavor and it aligns really well with this whole process. So make sure that you're very aware. And if you start off the week, you know, cutting back on coffee and you're a heavy coffee drinker, you're going to go through a detoxing process. You're going to have to fight through that. And sugar. If you're addicted to sugar, you're gonna go through a detox process as well. It hits people differently, but you know, you're gonna have to really suck it up. It gets better, but it will show you not to do that again.
I haven't checked the bracket that I am, you know, that I'm supposed to be eating, but how many times more or less like you eat a day? Like you have breakfast?
I eat 4.
Okay.
I used to do 5. I was like, oh, I've always thought 2.5 to 3 hours. But in the last, like, I don't know, like 10 months, it just wasn't aligning that way. It's not that I do intermittent fasting, because I don't. I eat by 9 a.m. I have to eat. If not, I'm gonna kill somebody. Like, I have to eat. So I cannot wait till noon to have my first meal. I will die. So I do wait till around 9, which cuts my eating window even shorter. So my meals are a little bigger. Like if you guys look at my pictures, I have like 2 greens for breakfast, a red and a half to 2 reds for breakfast, a carb. I pretty much have 2 greens at every single meal. So, another tip with the Shakeology, throw spinach in your shake or a vegetable if you're having trouble, you know, consuming, because you're just drinking the vegetable and it's a much easier process. But yeah.
Okay. So, what was I gonna say? Oh my God, I just lost my thought of, what was I gonna say? It's gonna come back.
Yeah.
So, okay.
If you're in B, I
Okay,
can
me.
send you, I have a spreadsheet that I did. I love spreadsheets.
I know you do.
I love spreadsheets. I have a PDF where I did a container distribution on how I eat.
Oh, perfect. That's
You know,
what I
like
need.
what do I do for breakfast? What does my shake look like? What does my lunch look like?
That's what I need. If you can send it to me, Becky, because I am, I can get really overwhelmed when I don't know what I'm eating. But if I have like the meal plan in my fridge, I know, okay, tomorrow, this is what I'm going to eat. I'm going to bring them to my, because I have I work full time.
Right.
So
yeah, I can send it to you.
So I can bring and make it easier for me, because that's the reason why I haven't started. And I have had the program for the past month. Just the fact that I was thinking about meal prepping and how I'm going to do it, that was getting me so overwhelmed. But then I said, that's it. It's, no more excuses. It's time.
Yeah. Getting ready for it's going to feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's overwhelming.
It's overwhelming. And that's when all the little gremlins are going to start talking you out of starting.
What about the supplements?
Oh yeah, the supplements, you have to read the labels. There's a way you drink them like 30 minutes before your meal. I forget, because I ran out and I haven't renewed my my subscription. So just read that.
All right. How do you have any I don't know, when you take them, is there any symptoms?
It's supposed to help with digestion. I honestly, I have to be honest, I can't tell you that I felt any differently. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
I never had that before, so.
Yeah. I'm not a big supplement taker, so for me it's hard to get I would forget all the time. They're there for a reason. I mean, they're supposed to help. So it's worth trying it out one round and see what you think about it. That's all I can tell you. It's everybody's body's so different.
It is. From what I remember, you always used to suggest start with Plan B, right?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even talk about that. Yeah. Okay, so this is the first time ever, I said this on the second call, the first time ever that I'm not going to talk you out of Plan A, because Plan A has more containers than because it has more vegetables. So it's actually a little more food than regular Plan A. So if that's where you're at and that's what comes out, then go for it. The only thing that I always say is please pay attention to your body. If you're having headaches, and I'm not talking about detox headaches, I'm talking about everyday headaches like this, because when I get very, very hungry, I get this weird feeling in my head where I start to get like this annoying headache. Those are hunger pains. That's your body telling you that you're not getting enough food. If that's what's happening, please don't stay there. We need to break away from this mentality that you can only lose weight at 1,200 calories. Sorry, but that's a load of bullshit. I eat a lot more than that. And if you're gonna lose weight long term, you need to stimulate your metabolism, especially if you're working out hard. So, if you notice that you're just not making progress, you're not feeling right, you don't have energy, then you need to evaluate. Guys, there's only 300 calorie difference between Plan A and B and C and C and D. 300, that's nothing. Especially when you're eating super clean, 300 calories is a drop in the bucket.
Okay.
So just if you're not feeling right, just bump up. And I was feeling good in Plan B, but I just knew that I couldn't do lift 4, which is, lift more on Plan B. I was already getting too skinny. Larry was like, I don't like when you get down. Like I was at 111. He's like, no, that's it's too low. I'm also 47. He says it. When you get too skinny and you're older, everything starts to like get sunken in. I don't want to look like that. So I bumped up and I feel good.
Thank you, Becky.
Yeah,
okay.
You're welcome.
Can you send me the spreadsheet, please?
Yep.
That will help me so much.
Yep.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Carmen?
Nope, no questions, just soaking it all in. I feel like I'm ready to, dive in. I think last week I've cut off coffee, so I've gone through that whole detox. I've been a really heavy coffee drinker for years, so it was really hard.
Yeah,
it was a struggle, but I think this week I'm feeling better with that. Yeah.
Good. Yeah, I mean, it's a habit. Not only does your body get addicted to it, but there's habits that are created around smoking and coffee. Like my sister, it was like a ritual. She says it like she loves the morning coffee and the thing and the ritual of it. And you get addicted to that. You become accustomed to it. It's hard to break, but too much coffee is definitely bad for your gut. So I'm glad that you did that. I mean, it sucks that we have to fight through that, but I mean, it makes you stronger in the end.
Yeah, and I don't think I'll break, even though we can add it in the 3 days. I think you're right. Like that will screw me up if I do. I'm just gonna do without.
Want more? You're gonna want more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's what I did. I cut it completely out too.
You did? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I only do the matcha latte.
Yeah, that's what I started doing.
Yep.
That's really good. I like it.
It is actually.
So we're starting on the 31st, right?
Yeah, on Tuesday. Yeah, I know. I just chose that day because I was like, I needed a group starting in May, but then I started thinking about, man, that wasn't a really smart decision, but whatever. Your health it doesn't matter what day you start. Like, just start,
Yes,
just start. Doesn't matter.
So I can't wait, ladies. I am really, personally, I need a lot of support, a lot of push. So I'm going to be holding myself. I am treating myself like I am starting from.
You have to.
When I
You
first
just have to allow yourself to be a beginner again. That's what I did.
Yep.
I mean, I have a lot of experience with all our programs and as a coach. I mean, 12 years and 14 years as a customer. And I allowed myself to be a complete beginner. And it was the biggest blessing ever. Just like learning everything fresh.
Yeah, so I am humbled to say that I am starting from the beginning, and I'm going to act like I did when I first started, when I lost 30 pounds, holding myself accountable, posting my meals. That's important because it makes you conscientious of like, okay, I'm about to eat something that I'm not supposed to, and I have to check in with the group. So that's gonna be, so we're gonna be checking in the Instagram chat, or
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you can track your workouts on, I mean, obviously on the bod groups, and I have a bod group open, and there are posts going up, but I honestly, I don't feel connected in there. So I prefer Instagram because everybody's on Instagram anyway.
Yeah.
So why drive people somewhere else? I don't want to do that anymore. I want to make it easy, and where we can communicate. And the last thing I'm going to say is, and these girls they'll tell you that almost every day, my mindset for you is just keep going. Mistakes will happen. There will be bad days. You will screw it up and, I don't know, make a wrong move or eat something that's wrong or not the best choice. Just keep going. Just keep going. Because
Becky,
this is only 30 days. Like the intent is to keep going. So you can't just be like, oh, I'm going to start over. No. We don't start over. We just keep going.
Okay. So quick question on the posting of the meals, is that dinner or every meal?
Well, you can do whatever you want, but we're constantly sharing.
Oh, okay.
It's just, I just want you to feel connected to the group. Like there's a coach in one of the top coaches in Beachbody. She says, as far as a community, like jump into the middle of the bed. Like if you're going to play from the outskirts, you're not going to make friends. It's not going to be as impactful. Just get in there with us. We're all just posting our things. We're sharing meal ideas, which is important, especially for the newbies. Like I post it every day because I want them to see what I'm eating. So you post like whatever feels comfortable to you. I just want you to play. in the sandbox with us, you know?
Hey, and it might give you food ideas also on what to cook. That's, I mean, a lot of us, I mean, hey, let's try this. So
Yeah.
especially the miracle noodles, those are actually really good.
Yes. Okay, inside tip, something that we learned from Autumn in her reels. Miracle noodles are it's made out of some root. I can't remember the name right now. They are clear noodles. They are a vegetable and you can eat them. I combine them with pasta so you get more volume, and you can get them on Amazon Fresh. You can get them at Whole Foods. This place here that it Sprouts. I don't know if that's a Florida thing. I'm not sure. They just popped up here, but just Google it. Miracle noodles. The other one that I love and my husband loves is palmini. Trader
Yes.
Joe's has it. Palmini is heart of palm pasta. So again, I cook pasta and then I make the palmini and we mix it together because he got pissed one of the first days because I gave him a yellow container of pasta and it was like this much for him. And he was so mad. He was like, that's all. So now when we eat pasta, I make the palmini, I cook it, put it first, then put the pasta on top. I mix it and he likes it. We eat it. I've given it to my kids too and they didn't even say anything. So
That's awesome.
so those are all like inside stuff. My spicy mayo recipe.
So
it's
good.
On my reels.
Amazing.
It's gonna be a
Yes.
game changer. Just make it. Primal
That-
Kitchen and the vegan.
The Trader Joe, the chili lime seasoning or whatever that is really good too.
Yes. Trader Joe's is now my favorite.
Yes.
So look at my reels. I have like 3 or 4 Trader Joe's, like of my favorites. And then I did a live on Sunday. I did an unbagging. That was the first time I've ever done that. Trader Joe's, some of the stuff that I brought home. So check that out. Like there's resources out there for you on Instagram. It's just taking the time to research it.
I love it. I love it. Thank you, Becky.
Yeah,
Thank
we've
you.
come a long way, 60 days plus.
Let's take a quick picture.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ah.
So Becky, today I was really bad and I had 2 cups of coffee, one in the morning and one in mid-afternoon. And I have like acid reflux, like out of nowhere. I was like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah. Your body's like, no. It's amazing. That's one thing you're gonna become aware of, especially once you finish round 1, are the triggers. You're gonna know, oh God, I can't do that again.
And another thing is quinoa. So you know how to pull back a little bit on my carbs because of my gastric sleeve. So I stopped using quinoa and I was just using brown rice, and I switched it out and I brought back in some quinoa, and it gave me so much gas. But the first round when I was eating it didn't. So I'm just like, what the heck what is this? You know,
I
it's
don't
so
know.
weird.
I don't know. That's weird. All right,
Okay,
you're
let's
taking a
take
picture?
Yes. 1, 2, 3, go. Excellent. I love
Alright.
it.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ladies. Thank you. Thank you,
All right.
Becky.
You're welcome. All right, guys, if that's
Thank
it, then let's do this. Everyone's in the group and I'll share the recording, and then any questions you have from here to Tuesday, and beyond, but I'm here to help. So,
Thank you. Thank you, Becky. Have a great
Thank
night.
you.
and take your picture.
Thank you, Becky.
Thank
Bye,
you.
guys. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.